What's up, Jooba people? This song was suggested by one of my premium members. Thanks, Grant, for suggesting such a good song. And let's jump into playing this song. Go to jooba.super.site to download the PDF. There we go. 1, 2. Now this thing's not working. No worries. We'll click. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's start with the intro of the song. So if you go to the website and you search Indiscriminate Act of Kindness, you can search it there. You'll find the song as well as the tuning, and all these elements are clickable, so you can run through them. Obviously the site is still in construction, as you might know. The video lesson will be in here, and then you can download the PDF, which we'll go through in a second. And the chord progressions, which is basically just 2 different chord progressions with just some variations that we'll go over in this song. In this tutorial, strumming patterns, and also the original song. Everything will be on the one page, so you can play the original song and then look at the strumming pattern, look at the chord diagrams that he uses, and in this way you can learn the song way faster than you would if you just like go to tab website and then have to go to the original video and blah blah blah. Okay, so this is really cool. Let's jump right into the song. So the tuning of the song is in let's go back to that page. The tuning is in I like to call it like an open C2 tuning, because you've got the 2 of the C inside there. So it's like a C add 9 chord that it's tuned to, but it's basically C on the top string. So we've got the E string tuned down to a C, so that's a couple of like 2 or 3 turns, and this one is going to be tuned down to a G, so your A string is tuned down to G. The way I do it is just to make it sound identical to the 3rd string, and then your D string stays the same. Okay, G string stays the same, B string goes up to C, right? And then E string stays the same. Okay, so what that happens, you can have, with that tuning, you can play a nice C chord with just your middle finger over there. Okay, now let's move on to the chord diagrams, and you can see them on the website, but I'm going to go through them here. So the simplest chord that you can play in this key is just a regular C chord. You can do a nice hammer on there. That would also be a C. If you don't understand how to find your way around the complex world of like alternate tunings, then you want to go check out my music theory course. I just quickly want to tell you about that, which is really cool. If you're on the website and you go to courses, and then you go to music theory course, let me just quickly show you what's inside this course. For those who, I mean, if you're a premium member, you're also, and watching this video, you have access to this course. But basically, we've got the notes of the major scale, the notes on the guitar, how to find any note, and how to understand intervals, building chords, which if you understand how chords are built when you're playing in an alternate tuning, it's very important to understand how chords are built so that you can kind of figure out how to play the chords within that tuning. So it's really going to help you to have this background. You understand relative majors and minors, the number system, what keys are, suspended chords, major seventh, just how these different chords are built, how to understand non-diatonic chords, rhythms, and then a big section on modes. If you go into the mode section has got like a bunch of videos. What's really cool about the website is as you're watching a video, then you can comment on specific parts of the video. So you can hit comment there and then make a comment on a specific part of the video. So you can ask a question and then I will reply on the video so people can see the replies that have that timestamp attached. So it's actually a really, really nice system. So go check out that music theory course if you want to just brush up on your music theory. Anyway, let's go back to the song. So C, that's your first basic chord that you need to do in this key. And then we have these shapes here, the first 3 shapes that I'm going to look at right there. So it's on the 12th fret, you're going to bar there and then put your pinky over there. Now this is going to be a full C chord, and it's quite hard to play, especially if you have a guitar that doesn't have a cutaway, but it's not that impossible. And this same shape you can use to play a G chord on the 7th fret, and then an F chord on the 5th fret. He actually does this in the intro and the verses. Very beautiful sound there. So that's your first like basic 3 chords in a key. C, G, F, G, and you can do an A minor as well, like that. Although this shape he doesn't use in this song. Let's actually just learn all the chords in the key while we're at it. You know, it's really nice to jam. So we got C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, G over B I would play like that. You can't do the same thing, that would sound bad. And then back to C. A minor, going to G, F, E minor, D minor, back to C. Okay, so it's quite a really nice key, as you can see. C. It's also a nice G, but anyway, let's just quickly stay on program. Then here we have G5 and F5. Now these 2 chords are really, really fun to play. If we play the G like this, or sorry, the F, the 3rd fret, this finger's on the 3rd fret. Now the reason I call this the F5 is because these 3 strings is an F5 chord, just 2 notes, 2 different notes, an F, a C, and another F. And that's why we call it an F5 chord. But it's not really F5 chord because we're playing the open strings, but for this tutorial, we're calling it F5. So this is F5 and this is G5. Okay, and then you can also move that shape up to the 7th fret and play an A minor. So we got F on the 3rd fret, 3rd and 5th frets, and then this one, and then G on the 5th fret and 7th fret, and then A minor on the 7th fret and the 9th fret. Okay, and that will get us through the majority of the song. These chords are the hardest ones. Probably the F is the hardest one that he uses in the bridge. Which what you want to do there is bar this part with your middle finger, and then play this one with your ring and the pinky at the bottom. And then A minor. Like a G over B chord. It's actually just a G chord, but I'm calling it G over B because that's kind of the sound I'm hearing. It's oh, sorry. It's got this really nice sound. Oh, I love the song. Okay, the strumming patterns, you've got this down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. That's the main feel that you got. Down, down, da, 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 da. And then the accents kind of need to fall in between that, but that's if you know the song, you can do that. And then the strumming pattern for the verse is this really long kind of down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 down. He kind of goes into that a little bit inside the bridge. And in the chorus, so... So, but anyway, let's jump into the sections, and we'll take it from there. So there's a couple of interesting things. So the C, obviously in the verse, is just like, you've seen that, right? She came in from the cold way, dropped her luggage bag, looked the concierge in the eye. So we have these little cool parts. So I'm gonna go through them one by one in the verse. So we got C, and then we got the G F. This G F, we're just gonna go. Okay, and then that's gonna be the first part, and then this C G5 is gonna be C, this C. So you hear that sound in between. And then after that we got CF. CF5. So let's just review for, actually let's go to this part on the website would be the best way to learn here. Let's just go back there, back, and we're just gonna go to this chord progression. So this is the chord progression. So the C for a long time, and then G, F. We stay on there for a long time, and then C, G5. Stay on the G5 for a long time, and C, F5. That's it. That's the chord progression. Once you can play that, then you can kind of color it in within the song. And I'm going to walk you through all the parts just now. Let's just quickly do the bridge. So we're going to play this full F chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's start it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, C. Stay on the C. And then A minor. F, C, C again, and A minor to the G. And the last line is F, C, and then to the G. So that's, he doesn't do this, but I like to play this in the G and mute the top string, so it really sounds like a G chord. So you got C. Really beautiful, beautiful sounding song. All right, let's quickly go to the chords and lyric sheet, which is really long, but let's work our way through it. Okay, I hope you guys can see this nice and clear because it's got a big thing. Okay, there's something that we need to work through here with this song. It's got the C riff 1, which is, let me just play through the verse so you can get that idea. So. Dropped her luggage back, looked the concierge in the eye. I died out. They said I need a room for the night, but I got no money. Will you take payment in kind? He said, alright, I got a room here, you can share mine. So that C riff 1 is just like, so it's all a C chord, C, and this is like a C sus4 going to a regular C. So make the bed in the morning, that'll do fine. You can change in the bathroom, hang your clothes on the line. It took him to her eye, she thought, how could he be so kind? How could he be so kind? we're going to go to an A minor. C sat down on the bed with a needle. He said, I hate to see you bleed. I'll just fetch a warm towel and sit with you till you're dry. So he started to cry, saying, why, 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 why? To the G, G5, and to C. She was cold turkey, was holding hands. I was wounded by a man, this was never my plan. So you get the idea, it's kind of the same thing over and over again with just the little interesting things. But the riff one, that's kind of the riff one there. Okay, let's go to the bridge. The bridge part, we start with a full F chord. I can't remember how to sing this one. This is the all you can get. That's the song. That's basically the song. It's not that hard, but it just takes time to kind of get the idea. Okay, so cheers. This was a tough tutorial to make. This took some time. Cheers, Grant. Have a nice day.